Okay, Irish fans. Just realized here we've had broadcast rolling for a while, and unfortunately we never went live. You're joining the broadcast now. We're in the top of the second. Perry Central's batting. Top of the first, excuse me. Perry Central batting with runners at first and third. They've already scored 2 runs, 1 out. We are at home live tonight, senior night. St. Patrick's playing host to the Perry Central Bulldogs. It's the final district contest of the regular season for both teams. Perry Central is leading the 2A division, District 8. They're currently undefeated with a 7-0 record. St. Patrick would like to get a little redemption tonight as they lost the first game of the contest on Tuesday. Nice game by both teams. Ball hard hit back up the middle. Seth knocks it down, but I think that's going to, by Seth knocking it down, it's going to end up in a single for the runner, and both runners will advance as the ball goes into the dugout. So the Bulldogs played another run, another hit, and we got runners now at second and third, still with 1 out.
At the plate, number 20, Kevin Lindsay.
Dribbler on the infield. It's going to get foul. St. Patrick fortunate on that one. Slow roller, good speed at plate. Would have been another infield single and scored another run. So we'll bring him back and start that one over. Batter's Lindsay. Steps in the box, 1 out, 1 and 2 count. Runners at second and third. Lindsay also on the mound for the Bulldogs tonight. Hard hit to Broadus at shortstop. Throws over to first. So the fielder's choice going to plate another run. Play results in 6-3 for the second out.
Run does score. Brings up to the plate number 7, A.J. Spchs.
Up to bat now for the Bulldogs. Number 7 is Sparks. First pitch in there, called strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Allen quickly ahead in the count. All foul back out of play. Count remains 0-2. It's going to be a little Texas Leaguer out over second base. Another single for the Bulldogs. Also another run. Bulldogs now lead in the top of the first by a score of 5-0.
Batting in the number 9 hole, number 11, Logan Hartfield.
Big swing and a miss. Count now 1-2.
Our courtesy runner at first base is number 1, Dylan Sellers.
One-two pitch on the way, 2 outs. Ball down, blocked by Tatum, keeps the runner in check. 2-2. Twos across the board. This is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Ball fouled straight back to the net. Count will remain 2-2. Ball hit in the left. That ball's going to be down safely. Another runner reaches.
Top of the order for the Bulldogs, number 28, Brantley Pipkins.
Bulldogs back to the top of the order. Ball hit out towards shortstop. Broadus picks it up. Throw over to first.
Fundamental play by Broadus to Swetman in the inning for the Irish. Not before 5-run score. Your attention, please.
Leading things off the Irish, bottom of the first. Shortstop number 2, Aaron Broadus. Lifts one to right field. Second baseman a few steps back in the grass, squeezes it for the first out.
Batting number 2. And on the mound tonight, number 14, Seth Allen.
Up to bat now for the Irish pitcher, number 14, Seth Allen. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Ball fouled back. Pitching battery for the Bulldogs, number 20 is Kevin Lindsay on the mound. Behind the plate, number 7, A.J. Sparks. Allen fouls another one back out of play. Count remains 0-2. That one misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Allen. Around the infield for the Bulldogs, Mealers at third, Pipkins at short, Backstrom at second, Cooley's over at first.
At the plate, number 8, and your catcher, Britton Tatum.
Next up for the Irish, catcher, senior number 8, Britton Tatum. Tatum steps into the box with 2 outs. First pitch low, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. Right down Broadway, strike 1. 2-1 now to count on Tatum. Swing and a miss, evens the count, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wild pitch outside brings the count full. It's called third strike and out number 3. So the Irish go down in order in the bottom of the first. Bulldogs lead by a score of 5-0. Top of the second coming up. Stay tuned.
top half of the second inning for the Bulldogs, number 9, Coleman Backstrom.
Back live, top of the second, leading things off. Second baseman, number 9, is Backstrom. It's that one to the right side. It's going to land just foul. Nice effort by the Irish defense there, just out of everybody's reach in foul territory. Long strike. Pitch low, evens the count, 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. That pitch must maybe a little bit low. Backstrom's going to move over to first on a walk.
At the plate, number 4, Noah Hillman.
Brings to the plate for the Bulldogs. Number 4 is Hillman. Steps in with no outs. Runner on first. Ball hit foul off the dugout. Looks like everybody's okay. Strike one.
Heads up.
Ball out of play, right side. Counts 0-2. Pitch out, can't get him to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Curveball just misses inside, evens the count 2-2. That's the third strike.
For the first out of the inning brings up number 2, Jesse Mueller.
Count 0-2 on Mueller. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one misses outside. Evens the count 2-2. Two pitch on the way. It's a big out for the Irish right there. Mueller
goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Brings up number 34, Hayden Cooley.
I was going to say Mueller, big offensive producer for the Bulldogs, so big out there for the Irish and Mr. Allen. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Batter now is Hayden Cooley, first baseman. Cooley steps in the box with 2 outs, runner at first. Ball fouled straight back off the umpire. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball. Cooley hits it out towards second base. 1 hop Starks over to first. 4-3 for the third out.
Nice play by Starks to Swetman for the third out of the inning. Irish stopped the bleeding. No run scored.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on after 1.5. Perry Central 5, Irish 0. Stay tuned. All right, leading things off, bottom of the second. First baseman, number 23, cleanup hitter Winfield Swetman. First pitch swinging, roller out towards Backstrom at second. Flips up, throw over to first for the first out. Next up for the Irish will be third baseman number 4, Bennett Bratton.
At the plate, number 4, Bennett Bratton.
Bratton hits one out of play, right side. Correction, just in the field of play, but foul. Bratton fouls back into the net. Count now 0-2. Another one fouled to the net. Count remains 0-2. Pitch outside, pass ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the count on Bratton. He steps back in the box with 1 out. Nobody on. Curveball. Looks like it must missed a little upstairs. Evens the count 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Bratton goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Brings up number 5, Parker Frame.
Up for the Irish, center fielder number 5, Parker Frame. Frame batting from the left side. Hot bat last couple of games. So we can get something going with 2 outs here. First pitch outside, ball 1. Kevin Lindsay remains on the mound for the Bulldogs. Sent the Irish down consecutively so far. Catches outside corner, evens the count 1-1. That ball's lifted to the left side. That one's going to drop in. Frame reaches on a 2-out single.
In for a single. Brings up number 12, Robert Starks.
Next up for the Irish, second baseman, senior number 12, Robert Starks. He's going to step into the box with 2 outs and a runner at first. Ball hit through the right side by Starks.
Starks reaches safely with a single, advances the runner. At the plate, number 1, Braden Bayard.
Up to bat now for the Irish. Right fielder Braden Fayard steps into plate with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. First pitch way inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike one. Is that right? 3-1 now to count on Fayard. That one gets outside corner, brings the count full. Full count, 2 outs. Runners first and second. Runners will be moving on the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 and out number 3. Irish leave 2 stranded. After 2 complete, score remains Perry Central 5, Irish 0. Stay tuned. Back live, top of the third, batting for the Bulldogs. Number 3 is Derek Hartfield. Hartfield's at a 1-1 count. I'll head out towards Broadus at short. Throw over to first. Low and picked by Sweatman. Loses on a transfer, but runner is called out. That'll bring to the plate pitcher number 20 is Lindsay. Step to
the plate, number 20, Kevin Lindsay.
He'll step into the box with 1 out. Bases are clean. One ball, 2 strike to Lindsay. Ball hit into center field. Frame stutter steps a couple times. Ball hit right at him. Squeezes it for the second out.
Parker Frame with the out. Brings up to the plate. Number 7, A.J. Sparks.
Ball lifted on the infield. Broadus coming in, calling everybody off, and squeezes it for the third out. So Dogs go down in order in the...
Nice job by Broadus for the third out of the inning.
Top of the third. Leading things off, bottom of the third, number 7, Presley Harrison. First pitch called strike, outside corner. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That one's in there, called strike 3.
Top of the order up for the Irish. Number 2, Aaron Broadus.
Back to the top of the order for the Irish senior shortstop, number 2, Aaron Broadus. Call strike, evens the count, 1-1. Aaron's going to move to first on the walk.
Carlos reaches for the base on balls. At the plate, number 14, Seth Allen.
Pitch low to Allen, 3-1 count. Brought us back in to first safely. Outside corner. There's a count full, 3-2. Throw over to first, brought us back in safe. Ball lifted right side. Second baseman ranging out. Right footer coming in hard, calls him off. Right footer squeezes it for the out.
Soldier boy, tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy.
Coming up to the plate, number 8, Britton Tatum.
First pitch foul tip, strike one. Ball fouled back into the net. Tatum quickly behind 0-2. Pitch just misses outside. 1-2 now to count on Tatum. Pitch way inside, evens the count, 2-2.
Heads up.
Tatum fouls that one back. Count remains 2-2. That pitch high. It's a count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner first, Mr. Broadus, moving on the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. All right, Irish fans, back live, top of the 4th, leading things off for the Bulldogs, number 11, Logan Hartfield. First pitch called strike outside corner. Swing and a miss, that's strike 2. Allen quickly ahead in the count. Big swing and a miss. That's strike 3, out number 1. 3-pitch strikeout for Mr. Allen.
Strikeout log for Allen on that one brings up the top of the order. Number 28, Brantley Pipkins.
Bulldogs back to the top of the order. Shortstop number 28 is Pipkins. Pipkins lifts one left side. Bratton ranging back. A few steps in the grass. Squeezes it for the first out. Excuse me, second out.
Bratton on the move to record the second out of the inning. Brings up the number 2 hitter, number 9, Coleman Backstrom.
Next up for the Bulldogs, second baseman number 9 is Backstrom. Steps in the box with 2 outs. Bases are clean. Takes first pitch low, ball 1. Ball lifted into right field. Harrison takes a couple steps back, ranges to his right, squeezes it for the third out.
Records the third out of the inning.
Bulldogs get no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please track down your 50-50 raffle for Split the Pot. Look for the Diamond Girls who are selling tickets. Oh, they're done? All right.
Leading things off, bottom of the fourth. Apologize for the break in the action. We did the 50-50 raffle drawing. The winner was Mr. Jim Allen. Count now 2-2 on Winfield. I'm going to get things caught up here. Bottom of the fourth, 2-2. That one's high and inside. Full count. Swing and a miss. That's strike number 3, out number 1.
At the plate, number 4.
Brings to the plate for the Irish, third baseman, number 4, Bennett Bratton. Bratton steps in the box with 1 out. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Ball hit out towards shortstop. Throw over to first, pulls him off the bag. Bratton's going to be called safe.
Bennett reaches safely At the plate, number 5, Parker Frame.
It's going to bring to the plate for the Irish center fielder, number 5 is Parker Frame. First pitch outside, ball 1. Check swing by Frame. He said no, so that's 2-0 now, Mr. Frame. That's ball 3. Frames steps back in with a 3-0 count. 1 out. Runner at first. Bratton. Take pitch in there for strike 1. Throw over to first. Bratton back in easily. Ball fouled back at the catcher. 3-2 now. Count on Mr. Frame. Ball well struck into right field. It's going to push Bratton around to third. Throw coming to the infield. Frame cut off trying to advance to second.
Parker Frame advances the runner with a hit. It's caught on the bat for the second out of the inning. At the plate, number 12, Robert Starks.
Up now for the Irish, number 12, Robert Starks. He'll be batting with 2 outs, runner at third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball fouled sharply back to the net. Called strike 3, outside corner.
Strike called for the third out.
So the Irish will strand 1 after 4 complete. Score remains Perry Central 5, St. Patrick 0. Stay tuned. Leading off things for the Bulldogs. And top of the fifth, number 4, right fielder is Hillman.
Hillman reaches safely with a hit. Coming up to the plate, number 33, Jesse Mueller.
Single up the middle by Mr. Hillman. Brings to the plate. Cleanup. Big Mr. Mueller. Irish have managed to keep Mr. Miller in check tonight. Big swing and a miss on the curveball. Evens the count 1-1. Oh, lifted back out of play. Correction on the stats there. Mr. Mueller does have 1 hit, run scored, struck out his last at bat. One and 2 now to count on Mueller. Pitch out, nothing doing. Evens the count 2-2. Ball lifted straight up, out of play. Count remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another big out for Mr. Allen.
Gibson chasing for this first out of the inning. Brings up number 34, Hayden Cooley.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 34, first baseman Hayden Cooley. First pitch low outside, ball 1. So the hit and run unsuccessful, swing and a miss. Runner thrown out on the attempted steal to second. Yeah. All right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bases are clean. Pitch outside, evens the count, 2-2. 2's across the board. Ball fouled back to the backstop. Count will remain 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 and out, number 3.
Goes down swinging for the third out of the inning.
Bottom of the 5th coming up. Leading things off for the Irish in the bottom of the 5th, number 1, left fielder Braden Fayard. Irish still seeking that first run. Something to break the ice here, get a big inning going. After giving up 5 in the top of the 1st, the Irish have settled down nicely. Mr. Allen kind of got control of his pitching. A little better defense. Just need some offense here to go with him. Pitch call, strike outside corner. 2-1 now to count on Fayard. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Pitch misses outside, 3-2. Pitching batter remains for the Bulldogs. Mr. Lindsay on the mound. Sparks behind the plate. Defensively, everybody's the same in the field. So Fayard's going to move to first on the walk. Going to bring to the plate right fielder number 7, Presley Harrison.
At the plate, number 7, Presley Harrison.
Throw over to first, gets past the first baseman. Caroms out towards right field. Mr. Fayard's going to move over to second.
Fayard advances to second on the throwing error.
Harrison steps back in the box now with runner at second. First pitch outside, ball 1. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Another one upstairs, 3-0. Take pitch in there for call strike. Count now 3-1 on Mr. Harrison. Swing and a miss. Brings the count full. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
At the plate for the Irish, number 2, Aaron Broadus.
Leading things off, or excuse me, stepping into the plate now for the Irish second base, shortstop, number 2. Get it right here in a minute. Aaron Broadus be batting with 1 out, runner at second. First pitch inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, evens the count, 1-1. Count now 1-2. Ball lifted up, straight up, a lot of wind up top. Turns the catcher around a little bit. Ball lands safely foul. Count remains 1-2. Broadus will come back and do it again. That ball fouled straight back, was leaving the playing field. Winds got it, brought it back in. Really kind of turned Mr. Sparks around. Tough play. That misses outside. That's going to even the count 2-2. That one fouled back in the net. Count's going to remain 2-2.
At the plate, number 14, Seth Allen.
Broadus with the swinging third strike. 2-3 completes the second out. Fayard moves over to third. Stepping up to the plate now for the Irish pitcher, number 14, Seth Allen. First pitch, call strike. Curveball misses high, evens the count 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 now to count on Mr. Allen. 2 outs. Irish looking for that first run, 90 feet away. Foul tip. That's going to be the 3rd out. The Irish going to strand 1 after 5 complete. Score remains 5-0. Leading things off, top of the 6th for the Bulldogs, number 3, Mr. Hartfield. Pitch swung on, fouled back, evens the count 1-1. Another swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball dead at the plate. Stays alive. Count remains 1-2. Another ball fouled back to the backstop. And we'll do it again. Finally got him to chase one he couldn't reach. Good defensive at bat by Mr. Hartfield, but Allen wins with the 3rd strike for the first out.
At the plate for the Bulldogs, number 20, Kevin Lindsay.
Brings to the plate for the Bulldogs, pitcher, number 20, Kevin Lindsay. Lindsay's had a good night on the mound for the Bulldogs. Only giving up 3 hits, holding the Irish to no runs so far. First pitch called, strike, outside corner. Foul tip, strike 2. Pitch out, can't get him to chase. Got him to chase the curveball. Third strike, second out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Mr. Allen.
At the plate, number 7, A.J. Sparks.
Up for the Bulldogs, catcher number 7, A.J. Sparks. He'll be stepping into the box with 2 outs. Ball over to third. Bratton gloves it. Over to Sweatman. 1, 2, 3. The Irish send the Bulldogs
5-3 to end the inning.
down in order. Irish will be looking for some offense here, bottom of the 6th. Stay tuned. Right, so after a probably seldom used rule infraction where Mr. Backstrom, between innings, just in kind of casual fashion, towed the rubber, pretending to pitch, and then tossed his ball to his teammate, Mr. Lindsay. Unfortunately, when he takes the mound or addresses the mound, that's an official pitching change by the rule. So Backstrom is now your pitcher, potentially just for one batter.
All right, pitching change for the Bulldogs. Let's get you caught up here. Number 9, Backstrom towed the rubber and threw a warm-up pitch between innings, so by rule he's forced to take the mound. Pitching change again by the Bulldogs brings up number 20, Kevin Lindsay, taking the mound.
All right, so again, we'll recap. Between innings, walking back to his position at second, Mr. Backstrom stepped on the mound. Not sure if he actually delivered a pitch to catcher, but did tow the rubber in pitching fashion, went through at least a windup. By rule, he is the substitute pitcher for at least one batter.
Heads up.
Threw 3 pitches, did give up a single to all right, so foul back into the stands. Brief humor by reaction from one of our fans. So again, on the explanation, so when Mr. Backstrom towed the rubber, he's forced to be a pitching substitute. So for one batter, he goes and throws. Then also by rule, the starting pitcher can return back to his original position, assuming he doesn't come out of the game, or that he gets placed back into his same position. So Mr. Lindsay back on the mound. Everything's all kind of back to where we started. Mr. Sweatman's batting 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, baby, that's
Delivers a ball into shallow left field. Not enough for runner to tag at third.
At the plate, number 4, Bennett Bratton.
Due up now for the Irish third baseman, number 4, Bennett Bratton. Bratton steps in with 1 out, runner at third. I've got to get everything up to date here. We're actually in the bottom of the 6th. There we go. Runner at third, 1 out, and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
At the plate, number 5, Parker Frame.
Due up now for the Irish, center fielder number 5, Parker Frame. Frame steps in two for 2. Let's see another base hit here. Irish still trying to break the ice with the first run. That runner 90 feet away is actually courtesy runner number 9, Quinn LeGrone. Ball gets away from the catcher on a wild pitch. Not far enough for LeGrone to advance. Hesitates just a minute, so wisely stays at third. 1-1 now, the count on Frame. So the pass ball, LeGrone comes home. Throw beats him, but ball skips away from Lindsay. So
in for the Irish's first run.
The Irish do plate their first run on a error at home plate. Mr. Frame steps back in. 2-1 count now. 2 outs. Bases are clean. That one's upstairs. 3-1. That one's low. Mr. Frame's going to move over to first on a walk.
At the plate, number 12, Robert Starks.
It's going to bring to the plate for the Irish second baseman, number 12, Robert Starks. Starks steps in with 2 outs. Runner at first is Frame. Throw over to first is close, but Frame's back in. Pass ball back to the backstop. Frame's going to move over to second. Count now on Starks, 1-0. Another pitch outside, 2-0. So the wild pitch is going to move Frame over to third.
Frame matriculates around the bases, ends up on third base after a couple of pass balls. 3-0 to the batter.
That's ball 4. Starks going to move over to first on a 4-pitch walk.
Starks reaches with a walk.
Nice job by Mr. Lindsay.
A double switch, pitch and change for the Bulldogs.
New pitcher for the Bulldogs is going to be number 4, Noah Hillman. He's going to come in from right field. We'll take a quick break. Pinch hitting for the Irish, number 22, Connor Holloman. He's going to step into the box with 2 outs, runners on the corners. First pitch outside, ball 1. Curveball misses high, 2-0. Throw over to first, not in time. Starks back under the tag. Ball hit sharply into center field. That's going to be over his head. That's going to score at least one. Starks is coming hard around third. Starks is going to score from first. Holloman's in with a stand-up double.
Connor Holloman clears the bases with a 2-out, 2-run double.
All right, Connor Holloman with a stand-up double.
At the plate, number 7, Presley Harrison.
Drives home 2 for the Irish. Up to bat now, right fielder Presley Harrison is in the box with 2 outs and a runner at second. Fayard will re-enter. Harrison lifts one right side out of play. That ball's hit out through the gap, through the 4-hole. Fayard's going to come around from second as Harrison slides in into second with a double. So he'll change places with Fayard.
That's Presley Harrison with a clutch RBI. Reaches second base.
So the Irish drive home another run. Now trail by a score of 5-4. Be back to the top of the lineup for Mr. Aaron Broadus.
At the plate, the top of the lineup, number 2, Aaron Broadus.
Aaron Broadus steps in for the Irish. He's overdue. Ball out to shortstop. Picked up by Mr. Hart. Oh, excuse me. That's Pipkins out at shortstop tonight. 6-3. That's the third out of the inning, but the Irish do score 4. And after 6 complete, trail only by 1 by a score of 5-4. So big inning for the Irish. Stay tuned. 7th coming up. All right, baseball fans, back live, top of the 7th. All of a sudden, much more exciting game. Pitching change for the Irish. Bring him to the mound, number 28, Dylan Fontan. Up to bat for the Bulldogs, number 11, is Logan Hartfield. So it looks like Fontan will enter in the order in place of Seth, Mr. Allen. Ball lifted into deep center. Frames giving it chase. A lot of room in center field out there.
That's
Frame
a nice catch by number 5, Parker Frame. Having a heck of a ball game out there in center field.
Cover a lot of ground, but squeezes it for the first out. Nice defensive play by Parker. Moving back to the top of the lineup for the Bulldogs, number 28 is Pipkins.
At the plate, number 28, Brentley Pipkins.
Pipkins delivers a single in the left. Nice piece of hitting by Mr. Pipkins going the opposite way. Due up now for the
number 9, Coleman Backstrom.
Due up for the Bulldogs, number 9 is Backstrom. He steps to the plate with 1 out and 1 man on. Pitch low, ball 1. Can't get him to chase outside. 2-0. Okay, folks, I apologize. We lost internet connection there. I think we're back live. So things starting off quickly here for the Irish in the bottom of the 7th. All right, so again, a recap. Leadoff batter in the inning draws a walk. Next batter was Tatum, was hit by a pitch. Sweatman attempting to bunt hits a little soft line drive to first baseman. So the Irish are now batting with 1 out, runners at second and third. Batter is Bennett Bratton. Count now 2-2, 1 out. Again, runners at second and third. That ball is lifted out of play, right side.
Stay on a bit.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, out number 2.
At the plate, number 5, Parker Frame.
That's going to bring to the plate for the Irish. Number 5, Parker Frame, the hottest bat in the lineup tonight. Parker's 2 for 2 with a walk. First pitch, strike 1. If he could deliver another one of these base hits, could leave this with a walk-off. Curveball misses outside. Evens the count 1-1. frame takes another curveball way outside. 2-1. Ball lifted out of play. Lifted out of play left side. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on, bottom of the 7th. What more could you ask for? Two pitch on the way. Grounder back to the pitcher. Throw over to first. That's going to end it, Irish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so exciting finish to the game. Bulldogs hang on, take the win by a score of 5-4. That's going to wrap up district play for the Irish. We'll check standings, but I believe that'll put us as 3rd seed. Irish will have one more home game. We'll play Monday night here at Shamrock Field. Be hosting Resurrection from Pascagoula. That's going to conclude tonight's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in.